How you doing, guys? This is the Lord Humongous from RuleTheWasteland.com. And before I ever got into general preparedness and prepping, one of my hobbies or interests was wilderness survival. I would read everything about wilderness survival, put together a bunch of little survival kits, but they were all specifically oriented towards wilderness survival, like being lost in the woods when you're out hiking or something, more so than they were towards general preparedness, which is what I'm into now. So all the elements of wilderness survival are still important, and you probably want to have a lot of those wilderness survival type supplies and tools and everything in a general purpose preparedness kit. But one of the things that you would always see, specifically in the wilderness survival crowd, I haven't seen this so much in the general preparedness community, but in the wilderness survival circles, people would always build their survival kits in these crappy little tins. They would be like an Altoids tin for a really small can, or a cookie tin or something larger, with the idea being that you could use the tin, I guess, to cook in over fire if you needed to, because it was metal. Now, not to mention that a cookie tin or an Altoids tin, small tins like that, are going to be useless because they're just too small to boil water or do anything like that. And even the cookie tins are not the right type of metal to where they would survive more than a couple probably turns of cooking over a fire. The main problem with them was that they just weren't very good containers to keep things in. You'd have to rubber band the lid on there. They're easily dented up. They certainly weren't watertight or airtight, so they just weren't good containers to keep all your stuff in. What I found that's a lot better is to get some kind of robust, watertight, airtight case, like a mini Pelican case like this. And there's other brands. This is one I happened to pick up. And this is Pelican 1030. It's waterproof, micro case, and this is extremely strong. You can run this over with a car, probably it's not going to break. You could sit on it. If it's in your pack and the pack falls off a mountain or something, you have to go down there and get it, this thing is probably not going to be busted open. It's watertight and airtight, and it even has an automatic pressure release valve, so it's not hard to open if you change altitudes or something like that. And this can keep a survival kit certainly much bigger than one you'd put in an Altoids can, and you can take this rubber lining out if you need to as well. That's just in there for protection, but if you needed even a little bit extra space, you could take that out. And this would be a much better option for a wilderness survival kit than any sort of small tin, because this thing locks tight. It's not going to accidentally open. It's not going to pop open. Yes, you can't cook over a fire in this, but like I said, the average tin that you would put in a survival kit or be putting a survival kit in is not going to be a great candidate for cooking over a fire anyway. So it's much better just to throw this in with your mess kit or anything like that. And if you have any significant chance that you think you might need wilderness survival equipment, you should probably have a proper mess kit with you anyway for cooking or boiling water, or even a water filter especially. But just for your basic mini survival kit with your matches, maybe some snare wires, an emergency blanket, a signal mirror, magnifying glass, that type of stuff that you would put in a tin, put in one of these instead. This is a much better case for a survival kit, or even not just wilderness survival, but a general purpose EDC kit to have in your car, because in the event of an accident and this goes flying across the car, it's not going to pop open. All your stuff's going to be in there. If something rains or water spills, and matches and everything else aren't going to get soaked, your maps and any papers or anything, or tinder is going to be fine. So you definitely want something waterproof and shock resistant. So check out stuff like this. You don't have to go with Pelican case. This is just a really good example of the size and strength of what I'm talking about. So let me know if you guys have any similar cases for your most basic survival kits, or what you use, and I will talk to you guys later. I also wanted to let you know I've decided to put this exact case here that you're looking at up for auction on viralauctions.com, which is a new auction service that designed specifically for YouTubers selling to their subscriber base. So you won't be competing against all the other people on eBay or another auction site like that. And it also gives the ability for me to embed this video that I'm making now in the auction listing, which you can't do on YouTube. So it's a much better format for explaining things via video than any other auction service. And it gives a lot of options for length of the auction service, and the auction listing, excuse me, than eBay and stuff like that. And the listing prices are better as well for the most part. So if you guys are interested in picking up this exact Pelican case for your survival or prepping kits, go to the link that's in the video description for the Viral Auctions page, and you can bid on this one. And whoever gets the highest bidder at the end of the 20 or 30 days or whatever the listing amount is, I will ship this out to you guys, and you should be able to get a good deal on it, certainly less than retail price. And it is used, but no major signs of wear and no damage or anything like that, certainly. So it's perfect for any small survival preparedness kit. So hit the link if you want to check out the auction. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later.